The modern industrial world has been divided into two camps. The first one unites all opponents of all kinds of asbestos. These are the manufacturers of artificial fibers and synthetic replacements of the mineral. The second camp incorporates those who produce and process chrysotile on an industrial basis for everyday use. Those who are for chrysotile stick to a scientific approach and campaign to preserve their jobs. Their opponents act only on the basis of their business interests and ignorance, not taking on board the latest research results. It is interesting to note that the anti-asbestos lobby unites representatives of those countries that had been using amphibole asbestos in industrial construction for 40 years without control. Now they speculate on the sad experience of the past. Only one case of illness caused by amphiboles provoked a chain reaction. After the lawsuits, scandalous articles were in the mass media. The inclusion of asbestos in the list of hazardous substances listed at the Rotterdam Convention. There are also calls to ban chrysotile. Our opponents claim that asbestos-generated cancer has killed more than 100,000 people. My question was put directly to those researchers of WHO who perpetuate the ban on asbestos. From where did you get this figure? If we say that 50,000 workers are going to lose their jobs, then we say, here is our data. The factory staff number 50,000. So from where did the 100,000 deaths come? The use of chrysotile is under thorough control at the production stage. Modern technology and the requirements for labor protection, as well as its industrial safety, exclude any possibility of fiber's negative impact on workers' health. Consequently, employees keep working on chrysotile deposits and in the factories for dozens of years and retire in good health. One of our workers, an old woman, has just celebrated her centenary. She worked at the factory and then transferred to our mine, and she's registered with our council. Her eyesight is poor, but her lungs are sound. Doctors also confirm the safety of chrysotile's controlled use. Throughout the history of industrial mining in Russia, they have been closely examining health of the professional workers. They have also been conducting various kinds of lab research on chrysotile's fibers. Russian experience proves that there are more hazardous productions in the world and, in comparison, any impact of chrysotile exposure has turned out to be insignificant. There is a considerable number of manufacturing processes which are more hazardous than chrysotile asbestos manufacturing. Chromium compound MAC manufacturing is 100 times more stringent than the production of asbestos. About 2 weeks after starting work, workers can suffer from nasal septum destruction and possible onset of stomach cancer after about 6 months. Russian government supports chrysotile production. It provides jobs and the development of the cities that are living at the expense of such plants, and these plants also operate on the international market. The country exports chrysotile fibers to Southeast Asia and other regions. In March 2011, Russian President Dmitry Medvedev signed the Rotterdam Convention. This move will let Russian manufacturers carry on with their campaign for chrysotile. But the resistance from anti-asbestos lobbies is still strong. The EU government decrees that we must ban chrysotile. For goodness sake, you banned it. We do not go to the plant. We do not try to persuade anyone to use chrysotile. It's they who go to India, China and Russia shouting, "Ban chrysotile," offering substitutes. When they tell me that I'm a lobbyist, I ask my question. I came to Berlin and advertised asbestos in Berlin, and you come to us and push your substitutes. For the producers of alternative fibers, chrysotile turns out to be their main competitor. It is cheap, durable, and environmentally friendly. Chrysotile cement is widely used for roofing, and the mineral is also good for the production of pipes. Those items are highly necessary for the boosting of infrastructure of developing countries. You cannot do without chrysotile. That is an indisputable fact. So industry owners and the trade unions all over the world unite to carry on the battle for the mineral against the anti-asbestos lobby. We have united various bodies to resolve one serious issue, to protect us against the anti-asbestos campaign.